Here we go, folks. We are in the Elite 8 of the 2021 Disc Golf Pro Tour Match Play Championship presented by Discmania. This is our second match. We have Garrett Gurthie versus Chris Dickerson. Nate, this is going to be a barn burner of a match. We just watched Eagle McMahon throw one of the best tee shots we've ever seen in the history of disc golf, and I'm going to be bold enough to say that. The future is here. The winner of this match goes to play Eagle McMahon in the semifinals. Let's look at the stat, Mando. Garrett not having as good of a season right now as Chris. 7-0 against Garrett in the times that they faced each other this year.
And that really shocks me to see that Garrett hasn't finished in the top 10 one time this season. I mean, top 10 is legit.
Absolutely.
Especially out on the Elite Series.
So let's see. This is a opportunity right away to take a stroke. Garrett does have the distance advantage out at this course, but Dickerson,
he's not making mistakes right now. We said it in his last match that this is when he typically plays his best golf. He's won the Tour Championship twice.
Put your hands together for Double G, Garrett Gurthie.
He won the USDGC last October, and he just won the Green Mountain Championship up in Vermont.
yeah, Garrett's got a tough match here.
Come on.
That's got to keep
Swing.
coming in.
Oh,
No way,
what?
and it skips right. Oh, that's brutal.
And battling Double G from Gray, Tennessee, our 13 seed. Please put your hands together and make some noise for Chris Dickerson.
Already, what a brutal break for Garrett. Chris just needs to put this one in play. Garrett, I don't even know if he crossed inbounds at all. And that's going to be no problem for Dickerson.
Please hold for crowd control.
So let's see. Okay, so this is a designated drop zone just a mile away from the basket.
That's a huge shot.
Yeah.
Might not mean anything, but still large. Does anyone else throw like Garrett? The way that he does that little hop and arm, the way he comes under his arm like that.
The hop,
He seems to swing his body weight more than any other player that I can think of.
I would say the hop is similar to like Steve Brinster does the hop. Seppo Paju from Finland has a very defined hop. And it's actually really good to have a quick cross step like that. It keeps your body weight centered. You're not having to trail that cross step with your final plant. But I think the arm movement, oh no. That's game over for Double G right there. I would say Discmania's own UC Maresma has a similar off-arm motion. He was a very solid player back in the day as well, and still is a solid player.
Yeah, I believe that he got up to a 1030 player rating at one point in his career. So
There's something with that off-arm technique. I definitely have said it in the past with Garrett's.
Bobby Music.
Yeah. And number 2 has proven to be one of the more interesting holes on the course in regards to varying stances for the players.
Definitely a very specific landing zone. You want to try and land flat on that golf tee, up on the hill. It's thick brush. Down the hill, you've got a slope to deal with.
This looks very good.
This
This
just
looks
goes
perfect.
FX2 here, and that is nice and flat.
Yeah, with Garrett's off arm, though, the thing to note is he doesn't like let it pinch off his rotation of his shoulders. He still lets his arm get out of the way, and he still slams it down to his side when he's throwing the disc. So I still think there's validity to what he does. You know, it's been called unorthodox, but I think there's definitely something to it. Oh, that has to keep coming in. Oh, and it does. He's
Just
still
outside the circle.
Yeah. This is to put some pressure on Garrett to make that circle 2 putt. Sit down. Oh, no. He's rolled all the way down the hill out of bounds. He's looking to try to find the basket. There's no way he can see it right now. And at this point, he has to throw it in, right?
He's going to have to try and throw this in.
Yeah, Garrett has his birdie putt here.
Whoa! Look close from here.
Yeah. But that is going to be easy work for Double G. And we are back to all square, moving into number 3.
700 feet. Eagle just threw in front of them, so they now have seen the line. And Garrett's got to be thinking that he also wants to do that.
I mean,
He can't be outdone.
most definitely. This looks like an emperor from Garrett, and he's going big time. Oh, and just doesn't get the turn on it.
What a difference angle makes. You know, when you're trying to throw far and accurate, a lot of times you can throw it slower and get more distance if you hit the angle.
Exactly.
Right? That's why a lot of the distance competitions, you'll see the same people on top, even though there's all these people that are throwing fast. It's because they've really figured out those angles way high.
Yeah, distance lines are very tough to control, and I've seen a lot of times at some of the big distance competitions, you get usually five attempts. It's not often that a player gets 5 full flights out of their shots. Usually they'll because
burn
they're
it
throwing
over.
so high and so fast, only one of them hits the right angle and goes as far as it can.
I remember Alex Geisinger going out into the desert, and you know, he came back and he said that he was throwing as hard or harder than anyone there, but he just couldn't figure out that angle when you're throwing such a lightweight disc that high. You know, and Wiggins and Lazat, they've been doing it for years, and they just had it figured out. And I remember him specifically saying that throwing bubbles into the sky wasn't necessarily his forte.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Classic Blizzard plastic.
Disc golf was a sport that nobody knew about when I first started playing. I had to explain it to my parents, my family.
When I first started, I grew up in Ohio playing disc golf and just playing locally.
It was, you know, not as big of a deal. There was never a gallery. There was never video coverage. I've been touring for the last decade and seen this early point in development now to this crazy growth.
Parents can want their kids to play disc golf because there's a future there, there's money, there's professionalism.
I just imagine it just getting bigger and better, and I'm excited to be part of it.
Hole number 4. This has been scoring pretty well.
We've seen a lot of birdies on this one. Comfortable range for a lot of these players. There is OB left, and this pin is elevated.
Chris took a stroke on Garrett on the previous hole. He's 1 up.
He's 1 up, and he's throwing the 1-up mushroom.
Wow.
You know, I've been thinking about the Mario mushroom when I see the 1-up, but to actually see Chris throw it while he's 1-up, Germ would just be losing his mind right now if he was the one commentating. He would never let it go, but it happened.
You know, I appreciate it, and I'm just going to take it, and I'm just going to
Level up.
be glad that it happened. Going down that tube, Nate. And Garrett has thrown a solid
green.
hyzer, and he gets the green flag. He's safe. Chris now is going to put a little pressure on him, force him to make that putt.
Well, he's telling Garrett that he doesn't think he can make it.
It's a 30-footer uphill on an elevated basket.
Oh.
Sit down.
It has to just get under your skin a little bit that your competitor said, I don't think you're going to make that putt.
Yeah.
And then you miss it.
So it's another split. Dickerson levels up. He is still one up. Kind of gets away with murder on that one. Moving into number 5. Interesting hole.
Yeah.
These
tough
are the
tee
two
shot.
guys that threw the impeccable roller on their second shots in the first round.
Oh, that's right.
So let's see how they fare on this hole now, playing against each other. 2 perfect second shot rollers. Ooh, we might see roller from Dickerson.
He's going F7 here.
Yeah, a little flippier disc. You see the cut angle he has it on. It's going to be flipping up the entire way.
And just chill right there. All right, it's not bad.
It's going to be flick
Yeah.
for Dickerson from there.
We need to get this man a fishing shirt sponsor. He really loves those
I love it.
fishing shirts.
It's an awesome style.
Yeah.
Zach Johnson also one to wear
Yeah.
the button-up fishing shirts. They breathe well, Nate. They breathe well. And Chris has thrown a solid forehand. And
Wow,
that is
that's
parked
phenomenal.
again for birdie for him. 2 different ways to get that birdie. And now Garrett goes to the forehand. Not his favorite shot to throw, but still not bad at it.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, he's got to go frisbee mode here. He needs to make this. Oh, just off the front tray. And Dickerson goes 2 up. This is sometimes a turning point.
Yeah, we saw Garrett push this long during his first match. Let's see if he makes a disc choice, a different disc choice.
He has to make at least one disc choice. That's for sure.
Let's see if he makes the correction, Brian. And stables up. Chris has the chance to put the pressure on.
And that is pretty solid. Circle's edge, maybe a little bit closer. Slowing it down.
Just
Really backed that one off.
barely moving his body.
It's got to keep coming, though.
And same result, Brian.
And I love this. I love the slow disc on this shot. He's
Yeah.
trying to get it to land softly on the peninsula, and it just doesn't move left. And he
Big putt.
drills it from the edge of out of bounds. Chris now has to make his. It's a big putt. Now pressure's on Chris. Solid. Goes up 3.
Champion, Katrina Allen!
All right, stepping up into the bomber holes, 765. Really, the players who have not gotten this hole have made some sort of really silly mistake on the second.
Yes. And they've typically been throwing from a little bit further away.
Yes, yes. So getting off the tee big time is very crucial here. Laid down the roller. And not too bad. He's on the top of the hill looking at the basket from about 150 feet. Maybe 200. Oh boy, that had some speed. And that is riding the hill nicely. Look at this go, Nate.
Whoa.
And it's going to keep going down the hill.
Roll the other way.
And it curls up. Oh
What a
my
shot.
gosh.
That's nearly 700 feet. Tell you what, the Steel Club has given us a venue where players can throw the furthest shots that they've thrown all year long.
Nice and floaty from Garrett.
Stop.
No.
Big
Come.
mistake right there.
And that's going to give Chris another opportunity. Like you said, he's not making a lot of mistakes right now.
So Garrett has to win this hole or he will be dormy going into hole 9. The roller's kind of out of play on this one because the shape of the fairway, a little bit thicker grass. There's OB left. Still a good fairway for a max distance air shot.
And it had the height to go a long way. It just was not understable enough.
Oh, and that is such a big mistake. We have not seen anyone go OB. And he can't believe it.
Maybe he got a little bit greedy on that one. Because that was a high panning shot he was going for on a hole that really doesn't need it. This is a wide open door for Garrett. And that is large. Look how close he is. 720. And it really is that far.
It's hard to not laugh and just kind of be giddy from it because over and over again they're doing things that breaking physics.
555 downhill, OB green in the front. This could be Garrett's big march back right here. Taking a stroke on the hole prior. It's a 3-point game. Garrett is running out of time. He needs to make a move right now.
He's going T-bird here.
That needs to keep drifting right.
What?
Is it going
Look
to
at that
do
late
it?
drift, Brian.
Oh, it was so close.
Get down. And he's going to have a circle 2 look. That was a special flight
That was
there.
beautiful. And it was so close. Maybe a degree or two less hyzer to get that full drift back to the right to the basket.
Most of the time, I feel like I can predict, looking at the flight, what's going to happen. But there's some players out there that it's hard to tell. I did not think that T-bird was going to drift right with how much hyzer and how flat it still was out there.
Oh, man. Mr. Dickerson has stuck it to about 45 feet.
Little putt off right here.
Garrett's at about 50, maybe a little shorter. Drills it. Birdie for Garrett.
Look at the fist pump. Gatekeeper rewind. He just drops it in the heart.
Ooh, little teardrop on the weak side.
Putt. That would have gone in with no chains.
Love it. This hole's given us some drama. Now Chris has a tough putt. It's outside circle, so if he wants to step it, he can, I believe. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, we still have a ball game.
2-point swing. 8 and 9. Number 10. Advantage Garrett.
Yeah, he's feeling it right now. He's going to come into this hyzer with some heat. He needs this. He'd probably be one of my picks if I really needed someone to birdie this hole.
Oh, man. Look at this shot. Huge.
Did you hear him? He knew it. He just parked it. Garrett Gurthie is on fire right now.
Okay. My jaw just came back up.
I've never seen him so pumped up.
That was a pure hyzer.
510, slightly uphill.
Oh, and that's the hole right there.
As soon as he
That's
let
it.
it go, he jumps off the end of the tee pad and says, "Go in the hole." At 510 away. Okay, so Chris has nothing to lose here.
He's got to throw it in.
He's going to try and throw this one in.
Oh!
Yo! Match play is where it's at.
I know this is the first year they're doing this, and it's the first year doing it at this layout. I think once they fine-tune the details, this format's going to be here to stay for a long time.
We need to play it twice a year.
Absolutely.
We need to do it in the off season and then middle of the season. This is too exciting. I mean, we just would never see Chris have to throw that shot unless it was the 18th hole.
Yeah.
And
at the World Championships. Yeah, exactly.
You're just not going to see it. But we still have holes to play.
We have 2 left. Dickerson's up 1. Garrett's going big time.
Oh, no. Oh, and he just did not hit that shot the way that he wanted to. He really needed to travel from left to right more through that gap. That's a big mistake.
Chris is just going to go hyzer. He'll just be throwing sideways. Yeah, nice and easy for Chris. He's going to have a hyzer up to the pin. Garrett's going to have some work to do to even get the 4, so...
I love that angle.
That's
Just
about gonna do it right
disc
there.
flying straight to us.
So Garrett's going to have to go massive hyzer here. Tough angle. He's got to cut it inside. Oh my
What a
gosh.
shot. Chris still has to make this, actually.
This is for the win. And he misses. They push it to the final hole. Garrett throws a phenomenal spike hyzer. What is happening?
And Garrett has a really good chance of birdieing the final hole.
Split. Just like that. A park job from the out of bounds line moves us into the last hole. And again, if he wants to end it, I would give advantage to Garrett Gurthie.
Yeah, Garrett has no choice. Chris just has to get a 3, and then hope that Garrett doesn't hit that perfect line.
He can do this, that is for sure. And again, match play. This is where this stuff happens. He has crushed this shot.
Keep going. Beats the OB. He's in circle 2. That's a 700-foot shot.
How many feet of distance has he thrown this round? Unreal.
Collectively, amongst all the players, this is the furthest
Yikes.
that these discs have ever flown. Yeah, I'd like to see the comparison between this round with Garrett and Eagles round, and they're on the same card, Brian. Imagine spectating this. Like, this is historical. They're throwing 700-foot after 700-foot drive.
Disc golf is sports entertainment at its finest right now. We are in a golden era right now, Nate. It is such a treat to get to commentate on these rounds with you.
Yeah, I agree. As soon as you understand the physics of the flight, as soon as you understand what it takes to get the disc, like if you go out into a park and throw, I don't want to talk over this putt.
This is to split the whole match. Oh, and he just goes off the top. Oh.
Oh, what a run from the man. Oh, another angle. Oh, different putt. Yeah, show us the other angle.
What a valiant effort from
No
Double
doubt.
G.
Man.
Just playing for the fans out here.
And honestly, it was just that mistake on 11.
Yeah.
You know, if he just gets that drive in bounds, I think he puts a lot of pressure on Chris.
This is for the win. There it is. My heart's racing, Nate.
Yeah, match play is where it's at. It's too much fun.
And Eagle McMahon is facing off with Chris Dickerson in the semifinals. We have Calvin Heimberg versus Nico, Emerson versus James to find out who is going in the other bracket of the semis. Lots more disc golf coming at you, folks. Make sure to tune in.